So we've seen America and allies building pressure on China, and we've seen China's response and threats. Where does this leave India? Where does India stand in this new geopolitical face-off? We shall find out in 2 days from now. The World Health Assembly kicks off on Monday, and I want to tell you something here. This meeting happens every year. There's no song and dance about it. It's a bureaucratic event, the annual gathering of the world's biggest health body that sets the global health policy, World Health Assembly. But this time, it is being tracked very closely. Because we are in the middle of a pandemic, the world wants accountability and solutions. In focus will be India, because India will take over as the chair of the WHO Executive Board, the highest decision-making body of the World Health Organization. India will lead the executive board for 3 years. And on Monday, India will have to pick a side. Where does it stand on the issue of Taiwan? There'll be a vote on Monday, and India will have to make its position clear. What's the vote about? Taiwan's inclusion in the WHO. Taiwan has been campaigning to attend the World Health Assembly. China has been opposing it. Now, many countries support Taiwan, but India has not made its position clear. It's keeping its cards close to its chest. At the same time, Delhi is in talks with the bloc that is backing Taiwan. Foreign Secretary Harshvardhan Shringla has participated in at least 7 group calls, we are told. He has been speaking to his counterparts in the US, Australia, Japan, New Zealand, South Korea and Vietnam since the 20th of March, once every week. 4 out of these 7 are backing Taiwan. The United States, Japan, Australia and New Zealand, they have signed a démarche asking the WHO to allow Taiwan's return as an observer. Other countries which have signed this démarche include Canada, France, Germany and the United Kingdom. At least 4 of them are top trading partners of China, the US, Japan, Germany and Australia. And they are willing to take a stand despite the risk of repercussions. China says this bloc is trying to kidnap the World Health Assembly.
The WHO has for many consecutive years rejected a handful of countries' proposals relating to the Taiwan region. This demonstrates that the One China principle is the aspiration of the international commitment and the general trend of the time. It is unchallengeable. Individual countries insist on discussing Taiwan-related proposals because their only purpose is to politicize health issues. They pursue their own political interests at the cost of kidnapping the World Health Assembly and damaging global anti-epidemic cooperation. This practice will seriously disrupt the progress of the WHO and undermine international anti-epidemic cooperation. It will surely meet the firm opposition of the vast majority of members of the international community.
So what will India do? For starters, India should not fall for the rhetoric from Beijing. India has traditionally supported the One China policy, but now India must back Taiwan. It is in its own national interest, and I have 2 reasons to offer for this. At a time when faulty Chinese supplies pushed back India's fight against the pandemic, Taiwan's support has been steady. Taiwan donated 1 million masks for medical personnel in India. The other reason why India must back Taiwan is this: China's repeated violations of India's sovereignty, the border violations, and the repeated attempts to block Indian initiatives at the United Nations just to keep Pakistan happy. It is best to keep healthy ties with your neighbors. It is good to be patient with them when they're being difficult. But sometimes patience is mistaken as fear. China should not be allowed to take any neighbor for granted, certainly not India. On Monday, the World Health Assembly will hold a vote on Taiwan, on whether it should be allowed as an observer at the WHO. India's vote will decide the future relationship with China.